Welcome Earthly Souls to my channel Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel for those of you who are new here. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you again, my loves. Anyway, Aquarius, welcome to your May 2026 tarot reading, my loves. We're going to jump in and see what the energy is going to be looking like this month for you. If there's any situations that are coming about or conflicting energies that we need to look out for, everything and anything, we're going to look into it. So I am going to be using a tarot spread that I made myself for this reading. It worked out pretty well for Pisces, so we're going to do it for yours as well, for your reading. Okay, so I'm going to pull the overall theme for the month with an oracle card, and then I'll explain the spread to you as we go. As always, if you are resonating with my energy, if you resonate with the reading at all, I would really appreciate a like, comment, or a subscribe, whatever you want to do. No pressure. Spirit guides, let's connect with Aquarius. What can you tell me about the overall theme for the month of May for Aquarius? And we are getting balance, Aquarius, with the number 25 for you. So take a second to look at the card. Maybe you get some intuitive messages from it. Okay, so balance is going to be the overall theme for the month of May. Whether it's finding balance between your physical and spiritual life, maybe it could be finding a balance within your relationships, or finding more balance with, working and resting. We're gonna see the details right now with the tarot and see what this is about. So I'm gonna pull 3 cards and then we'll kind of read them in relation to the card, the balance card, my loves. Spirit, what can you tell me about balance for this month for Aquarius? Okay, 2, and let's get one more. I'll show them to you at the same time. Oh, all right, this one flew. Okay, very interesting. The High Priestess this was the 6 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. All right, my loves. I'm hearing like there's a lot to unpack here, so give me a second while I read these cards for a bit for you. So there definitely does seem to be a distinction between your spirituality, which is coming up with the High Priestess, and then your day-to-day, direction with the Chariot, the decisions that you make and the turns that you make in your everyday life. And in the center, there's a huge energy of support, okay, with the 6 of Pentacles. It's a huge, like a karmic balance, I'm almost hearing. You have a lot of spiritual support, okay, right now. Like the way that these cards are laid out is so beautiful. It's screaming balance. So I do feel like a lot of you are learning to trust in your intuition more when it comes to making decisions, whether they be decisions in your career or decisions within your relationships, whatever it may be, in your physical life. These decisions that you're making are starting to become are starting to feel a lot more supported by your spirituality. So a lot of you could have been recently diving much deeper into your spiritual journey. Maybe you're trying to learn more about spirituality in general, or trying to learn more about energy work or light work. Maybe a lot of you have been feeling called to dive into that. So I feel like if you have been, this is your confirmation that you're on the right track, my loves. Okay, so I do feel like May overall is going to be a very spiritually focused month for you. Spirit, can we get any conflicting energy for the month of May? Conflicting energy. The 8 of Swords. All right, so the 8 of Swords represents feeling trapped. Okay, a lot of the times it's a very mental energy. It could be like actually feeling limited. Maybe you feel like you're financially limited, or maybe like just in like knowledge wise, maybe you feel like you don't have enough knowledge to pursue something. So this is definitely an energy that might be troublesome for you this month. So just make sure that you're keeping an open mind. All right. I am hearing like the lack of knowledge thing is very significant. I feel like a lot of you tend to get overwhelmed when you're trying to dive into something new, because you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much that I don't know, or there's so much that I still have yet to learn, and it's overwhelming, right? But I feel like it's very important that you don't let those feelings or those negative thoughts stop you from continuing on your spiritual journey, okay? Make sure you push through that, because the moment that you actually dive into things, it doesn't even feel like you're learning anymore. It just feels like you're just experiencing. And then with experience, you start learning more and more. And then you realize, wow, like I'm learning so fast. And it doesn't even feel like I'm like learning or studying, you know, it just feels like I'm living. And that's what it's about, my love. So make sure that you don't let that fear, okay, that fear of like the lack of knowledge or the lack of resources, don't let it limit you, okay? Because that definitely could be an energy that you struggle with this month. So keep that in mind, my loves. Let's get a supporting energy for you or advice. The Justice card coming up, Libra. This is your energy. Justice, which has all to do with balance. Did I say Libra? Whoa, I'm not reading for Libra. I'm reading for Aquarius. I don't know. Heavy Libra energies coming through in this reading. What in the heck? I don't know. A lot of you could be dealing with a Libra, or maybe you're Libra rising or Libra moon. I don't know. But there's certainly like this balance energy wanting to come through. An energy of like justice, of like wanting to do what's right or wanting to find what's right for you. So this month could be all about finding that out for yourself, my loves. But yeah, this Justice card is going to be a very big supportive energy for you this month. So make sure you're speaking up for yourself this month, Aquarius. Make sure that you're asking for what you need and what you want. And I said this for, who was it? This is so funny because I literally was just going to say, I said this in Libra's reading on my TikTok. Speaking up for what you want and what you need, it's a very important thing to do this month for you guys, okay? And I feel like that applies to you, Aquarius. Same situation. Make sure you're not shying away from speaking your truth this month and that you're asking for what you want and what you need. And that could be within your career. It could also be within your spirituality, within your manifesting, okay? When you're manifesting something, make sure that you are very clear about your intentions and what you want, okay? What you want to receive. Spirit, can we get any other messages before we move to the outcome? What else is coming up in May for you, my loves? So we're getting the Nine of Wands, followed by... Oh, sorry, I moved my book. Followed by the Devil, followed by the Six of Swords. Okay, so I'll show these to you one at a time. The Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. It's a card of feeling like you're getting close to the finish line, okay? You're not quite there yet, but you know that you are about to be. So it's like this energy of resting right before you finish what needs to be done, okay? So there could be something that you've been wanting to let go of for quite some time now, and as I say that, I'm holding the Devil card. So there could be something like a person, a toxic energy in your life, maybe it's a bad habit that you've been working hard to get rid of or to move or outgrow. I'm hearing outgrow, and it's coming, my loves. With the Six of Swords, you're reaching that point in May, okay? In May, you're going to start noticing a huge difference in your energy field and the way that people talk to you even. Things are going to feel a lot more calm, okay? And I feel like it's because you're coming out of a rough, like a karmic cycle. I don't know. There's something that you needed to learn and you're finally learning it, okay? There's a lot of energy to, there's a lot of like a big learning theme. So you could be learning a big lesson, just learning new things in general. I feel like this month is going to be very knowledge filled for a lot of you. Lots of new things being revealed to you. Anyway, let's pull your outcome for May. We're gonna get some tarot and oracle, so we'll see what comes up. But off the bat, you're getting the Fool card as your outcome for May. And the Fool, we all know, is about new beginnings, okay? New chapters, new cycles, new journeys, okay? So I definitely feel like a lot of you are jumping into new things this month. Like I said, a lot of new things that you're learning. This could be literally within your career as well. A lot of you could be trained for a new job position this month. So, you know, congrats if that is you, if you've received a new job or you will be receiving a new job. But this is just a new chapter in your life. This is a new opportunity, I'm hearing. A new opportunity to use the lessons that you've learned in order to form your new life, which is very beautiful because it represents just creativity and manifestations coming to fruition. Let's pull an oracle card. What in the heck? I dropped so many oracle cards right now. Well, I guess we won't need those. Spirit, what can you tell me for the last final message for May for Aquarius? Outcome energy, outcome energy. Sorry guys, my dogs have been going crazy all day. Outcome energy for Aquarius. And it says, oh my god, it's so pretty. you are looked after with the number 12. So again, a very spiritually focused month for you. It's very spiritually, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like the foundation is very spiritual, okay? A lot of you have several spirit guides watching after you right now, and they want you to know that, okay? The more that you remember that as well, the easier life will feel for you, okay? And the more connected you become to your spirit team, also the easier things will seem to be. And it's not that things will be easier, that they'll get easier. In fact, things might become harder. The more spiritually inclined you get, like the more spiritually in tune you are, you start noticing that things are actually very complex. But at the same time, your wisdom and your knowledge grows as well. So it evens out the playing field. You know what I mean? And so I see you becoming a master, okay, at your whatever your talent is, whatever your expertise is when it comes to your spirituality. Maybe you're very clairvoyant, or maybe you're someone that maybe you're you do divination, maybe you're a tarot reader as well. Whatever it is, you're becoming very, very good at it this month. I feel like there's going to be a level up when it comes to that, and it's because you're starting to realize how actually divinely backed up you actually are, Aquarius, which is such a beautiful energy. So definitely keep that in mind for the month of May. Yeah, my loves, and overall, like the Six of Swords is very, very significant. Again, there's a cycle that you're ending, okay? There's something that you're leaving behind that honestly took you through like the ringer. Like, is that how the saying goes? I don't know. It took you through the ringer, okay? It really squeezed the heck out of you, okay? It hurt. It was painful. But you're finally coming out of that, and you're coming into a much more peaceful and spiritually in tune version of your life, which is very beautiful, Aquarius. Anyway, my loves, that is the end of your reading. I hope May brings you so much love and blessings and happiness and joy, Aquarius. I will see you on the next reading, my loves. Okay, stay safe.